Freddy Davis here, President of MarketFaith Ministries. MarketFaith Ministries provides radical disciple training to help believers become more knowledgeable of and confident in their Christian faith. We are a lay seminary in a can. Today's question is, how do we get revival? There's a common concept of revival that I call the balloon model. Typically, a balloon just lays there until someone picks it up, blows it full of air. Once it's full of air, then you can let it go and the balloon will just shoot all over the place until it runs out of air. Then it just lays there again, waiting for someone to come and pick it up and blow it up again. A lot of people think of revival in those terms. They sit and they wait until God fills them with His Spirit. And then they energetically go out and serve Him until they run out of energy. Then they sit around, wait for God to fill them up again. But revival is not merely something that God does. It is a God-man partnership. Probably a better model is like a car. It certainly requires that God fill it up, but it also requires that we partner with God by sitting in the driver's seat and drive while He gives us direction. So what is missing in most efforts at revival? Well, first of all, there's a knowledge element that's absolutely necessary. We have to know our faith. Second of all, there's a skill element. We have to have training in order to carry out our faith in the world that we live in day by day. Thirdly, there's a motivational element. There has to be action to carry out God's plan. We cannot simply sit around and wait for God to, quote, fill us. And finally, there's a personal element. We have to live in our relationship with God in order to know His filling day by day. Most people simply sit around and depend on their feelings. So when they feel like serving God, they do. When they don't, they feel, oh, God's just not around anymore. Now, certainly there are pockets where God does work without human intervention. But sustained revival only happens with the partnership. And it requires 4 ingredients. First of all, it requires that we understand the need out in the world. Second of all, we have to understand our own faith. Thirdly, we have to engage God in daily life in order to receive His filling. And fourthly, we have to share our faith. So what is the solution to our problem? First of all, we have to understand the problem. Without understanding it, we're not going to be motivated to go out and seek a solution on how we can get the tools that we need to be effective Christians out in the world. Second of all, we have to quit tippy-toeing around. We have to literally prepare ourselves for the filling. And thirdly, it may be helpful to get some outside assistance. MarketFaith Ministries is focused specifically on this. Contact us today and let's explore together the possibility of a partnership. There's absolutely no obligation, absolutely no pressure. But maybe God will use this to bring revival to you and your church. Find out more information about MarketFaith Ministries by going to our website at www.marketfaith.org.